Hello, hello, hello. Hi, welcome back. I hope you're all doing very well. I hope you're all happy. Okay, today we are going to do a breakfast taco. It's inspired by Huevos Rancheros. If you have ever had them before, or heard of them, or seen them on the menu, this is my version of a breakfast taco. It has little twists, and also I kind of personalize it to my liking and my taste. Don't get me wrong, I still like the original thing. I still like the Huevo Rancheros, but I thought I'll spice things up a little bit. Okay, so let's see, what do we need to make this? We're going to make our own tortillas. Yes, you heard me right. You can definitely get a store-bought tortilla if you like that, or you don't want to do the extra step, but homemade tortillas are even better. I'm using some masa or maseca here. It's cornmeal, and I'm using only 1 cup and added a little bit of salt. You want to use warm water with this, not hot, but also not cold water. You want it to be a little bit warm. um, I ended up using a little bit less than a cup. So um, this flour is very forgiving. I think I mentioned this before in a previous video. You want to just knead everything till it reaches a consistency that is very moist and it does not crack when you try to shape it. That is that is exactly what you're looking for. So moisture is key for this recipe and for tortillas and for this flour in general. So here I'm just doing my test, and if everything is good for me, then and there are no cracks, then this is ready. Okay, so I have seen somewhere on YouTube or Instagram, I'm not really sure, that you want to leave it for around 15 to 20 minutes at least. I did not. I actually used a wet towel because, again, moisture, remember. And I left it for around 10 minutes. Okay, covered it a little bit for 10 minutes, and then now we're shaping. I don't have a tortilla press, but I'm using a cast iron here because, again, I've seen this trick somewhere else. You want to have a bowl of water as well by your side to wet your hands while you're shaping the tortillas. So taking a small bowl from the big bowl that we made earlier, and I'm going to just round it up, and also using 2 parchment papers or plastic, any kind of the Ziploc plastics cut in half, or a plastic wrap. You just don't want it to stick. This is why we're using this. Okay, now putting the bowl that we just flattened a little bit between the 2 parchment papers, and using the cast iron now to press it down. You want to use force here, definitely. You want to like really, really press, and then here you have it, a very nice flat tortilla. It's not going to be as thin as the tortilla press results, but it works. Okay, on a griddle, I just I put the griddle on a medium heat, I would say, and you wanna put the tortilla on there, and you will start noticing that it's like the edges are setting. 45 seconds exactly, like to a minute, I would say, and then flip, leave it for another 1 minute, and then flip again. And this time you're going to press using a kitchen towel, and it's going to start fluffing. This is one of the most satisfying processes you can ever have in the kitchen. When it starts fluffing and just have a little bit of color, then you are going to take it out, but make sure that you put it in somewhere with a cover. Here, look at that fluff. Look at it. Okay, if you want more color, you can definitely have it, but I was very happy and satisfied with that. You want to cover it, as I say, very important, because again, you want it to stay moist and nice and soft. Okay, now for the topping or the filling of the taco, on this side that I'm pointing at now, this is for the pico de gallo to go on top later. Okay, The other side, one onion and a few chilies or jalapeno if you have it. We're going to cook those on the stove with a little bit of olive oil. And I'm going to actually, here is the twist. Usually, when if you ever have flavor rancheros, they use either black beans or pinto beans, which is like refried beans kind of thing. In here, I'm using full, which is fava beans, because I didn't have it in the freezer to be honest, and I was like really lazy to cook black beans or pinto beans from scratch. So I was like, full tastes very close to these beans, so maybe I should try with it, and it turned out very well. Okay, I added a clove of garlic, minced garlic, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. I'm going to add also some ground cumin and some ground coriander. And to tell you, this was really good and it tasted very close, I would say, to the black bean version. So it works. I think any of the ones that you have, um, and I think for a lot of Middle Eastern people as well, and people who like full this very personalized kind of version of breakfast taco. Okay, you don't want to cook the full too much or your beans too much. You just want to mix everything, especially that they're cooked and mashed already. And here I'm adding a little bit of lime or lemon juice, whatever you have in hand, and turn off the stove. That's it, done. Now for the pico de gallo, salt, pepper, and lime juice again. Add it to tomatoes, coriander, fresh coriander, a little bit of chilies or jalapenos if you have them, and also some onions. Mix, and done. One of my favorite, actually, fresh salsas, I would say. Okay, now another topping. Last one, I promise. The eggs. Okay, fried eggs. Just normal, nice fried eggs. If you can get the eggs running, it would be even better. But I think I've already stated that I have problems with that. But anyway, you just season the eggs, salt, pepper, and that's it. Done. Breakfast is served. Okay. Now we will go back to the assembly and to see how we are going to assemble this. Okay, so getting back our tortillas, and you can see how soft and nice they are. This is what you're looking for anyway. Okay, this is all due to the added water and just keeping it moist all the time, and like all of those tricks and tips that I mentioned earlier. First layer, it's going to be the full or the fava beans or any beans that you're using, whatever you're using. Your refried beans from a can works as well. Okay, and then the eggs on top of that, and then the pico de gallo, and I also had a little bit of feta cheese on the side, so I added that on top. Okay, you can add as much or little as you want from the pico de gallo. I do like it a lot, so I added too much. Okay, now if you have also any kind of fresh salsas like salsa verde or anything like that, you can add them on top. Now I added a little bit of hot sauce as well because we do like spice. And that's it, it's done. It's very satiating, filling, and like makes you happy kind of breakfast. So the description box has all of the ingredients, and I think they're enough for like around 4 people. So if you make this recipe and if you like it, please let me know. And here you have, it's messy. When you're eating it, it's going to be messy, but it's enjoyable mess. Okay, so this is how you lift it and you just eat it. It's too full. I know. You can use fork and knife as well to eat it, but I would say I just left it like that and ate it. Okay, if you do like this recipe, please let me know, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you guys next time.